think the Solarite ship will hit the tower?
I'm sure it will.
The future is intangible. How to create it in motion pictures has been the aim of movie makers for many years.
To the caverns where you're lying! It's locked.
One of the first to try was Buster Crabbe as Flash Gordon, depicting life in the 25th century.
In his mad ambition, Ming declared that he was the universe.
And since you have conquered Ming, I shall radio your father. Flash Gordon conquers the universe.
And saves the Earth.
Later, there was the film Forbidden Planet with Walter Pidgeon. This is how producers foresaw the future possibilities of scientific know-how.
Prepare your minds for a new scale of physical scientific values, gentlemen. $7,800 levels.
Recently, one of the ultimate expressions of a movie maker's imagination came along. 2001, with its magnificent effects and Stanley Kubrick's profound philosophical projections of man's fate. Now, a new film examines a more frightening and possibly more real future. It bears out an ominous prediction. Years ago, Thomas Robert Malthus proposed a theory about people and their world, that they tend to multiply faster than the amounts of food and materials available to them. Unless checked by moral restraint, famine, or war, poverty and degradation would result. The movie is called Soylent Green. Under the direction of Richard Fleischer, a movie company prepares to film a detective story within the chilling atmosphere of a degenerating civilization. Everything and everyone has broken down. The world is at a virtual standstill, overpopulated, overpolluted. The only force capable of dealing with this reality is the state-controlled police. Charlton Heston plays one of these tough enforcers.
This crowd will blow, I know. Got the scoop standing by, but I don't know if they can even handle this.
When you gonna make the announcement?
As soon as I get up the nerve.
As a detective, Heston investigates the murder of a man in high places. His probe takes him to the plush settings we think of as the realization of a future technology. The apartment contrasts strongly with Heston's street life below. Lee Taylor Young is his link with the mysterious dead man.
I may have to see you again.
All right.
Then it's a question of whether when he's clubbed, he falls.
In the year 2022, the street is a violent world. The director and Heston work over a complicated sequence where he has to handle an assassin in an ugly, maddened crowd trying to get what they need. It is the disastrous consequence of a shortage of clothes, material, and food. The actors aim to get their timing and moves together, so no one gets hurt working with a large mass of people like this.
everybody can yell in disappointment, some shaking of fists in the air, and just generally move toward the store. You'll have your chance this afternoon. Real cops and real windows.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the police. I'm asking you to disperse. The supply of Soylent Green has been exhausted.
Edward G. Robinson plays the role of a police investigator who becomes weary with man's inhumanity to man. This was the famous actor's 101st motion picture.
Coming tonight for this rather disorganized but deeply felt tribute to one of the best and youngest actors I know, Eddie Robinson. To work, to create, to grow and to give of yourself, that is one of the chief aims in life. To have experienced it once, that's a great experience. To do it 101 times, well, that's really a small miracle.
During his investigation, Heston uncovers some rare food for the year 2022. It's beef stew, and he's never tasted it before in his life. But Robinson remembers. Morality is another element that breaks down in this society. On the filthy streets of a darkened city, Fleischer and the company prepare to film the night Heston discovers a secret the state has connived to hide from him and the rest of the world. A scrupulously honest cop, he confronts his chief, played by Brock Peters.
Closing the Simonson case.
What the hell you say?
You heard me. The Simonson case is officially closed. Felonious assault. Signed.
Yesterday, you agreed it was assassination.
There have been 137 reported murders since then, and we won't solve them either.
I'm not going to falsify that report.
Oh? Got a suspect?
Oh, I've got leads. Look, this isn't somebody you scratch at for 24 hours and forget. I told you there's been a tail on me. Something stinks here.
The movie makers envisioned future foods to be processed in plants capable of mixing artificial and natural elements together. It is to one of these plants that Heston heads to uncover the ultimate secret that will conclude his case. Charlton Heston is playing one of those few men of persistent integrity who, in every time, seek to control their own destiny and the destiny of the world. He and a movie company are projecting man's chilling future on a motion picture screen. The ominous prediction of Soylent Green.